It was late autumn when everything started to change between us. We had been close for years, sharing laughter, secrets, and dreams that felt too big for the world we lived in. I trusted him more than I trusted myself. But then she appeared, soft-spoken, fragile, and broken in a way that made everyone want to fix her. I watched him drift toward her like a moth to light, leaving behind the warmth we once shared. I didn't complain, didn't question him, because love had taught me that silence sometimes keeps things from falling apart. At least, that's what I believed. He spent his days helping her, listening to her stories, and protecting her from the world. I watched from a distance, holding my pain like a secret I couldn't afford to share. Every time I tried to speak, the words died on my tongue. I convinced myself that he'd notice someday, that he'd remember how I used to make him laugh, how I stood by him when no one else did. But he didn't. His kindness toward her turned into obsession, and my quiet presence faded into the background, like an unfinished song. Then, one day, the truth surfaced. She wasn't as fragile as she seemed. The stories she told him about her struggles, her betrayals, her loneliness, were stitched together from lies and half-truths. He had built his loyalty on illusions. When he found out, it shattered him completely. I still remember his face that evening, drained, trembling, his eyes wide with disbelief. The same hands that once reached for her now shook with regret. He came to me afterward, looking for comfort, for forgiveness. His voice broke when he said my name, as if the weight of all his choices was pressing against his chest. I wanted to be angry, to scream, to tell him how much it had hurt to be ignored. But all I could do was look at him and wonder how love could be so cruel, how it could make you wait for someone who only learns your worth after losing everything else. I stayed quiet again, not out of weakness this time, but because I finally understood. Some people have to lose the truth before they can see it. And though he had fallen apart, I had already rebuilt myself from the silence he once left me in.